Alright, today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Power Ranger Super Megaforce Mystic Dragon Zord with the Green Ranger. It comes with the Mystic Force Red Ranger key, and obviously, like I said already, the little tiny, ill-detailed Green Ranger there from Super Megaforce, and the Mystic Dragon. As you can see here, you put the key in it, it makes his wings flap. It tells you what the key does, and how you can use it with the app. You have the Super Megaforce Green Ranger there, and a huge line of Red Rangers from Power Rangers in general on top. Nothing on the bottom. And on the back here, it's just all the different things you can do with it and other combination sets you can pick up. But you can see all the keys over here. But other than that, let's open this guy up. Alright guys, so out of the packaging, we have an assortment of pieces that come in a little plastic baggie. You have the green solid figure here, the green brick that comes in plastic. And then you have the Mystic Force red key. Now this right here is basically garbage. I do not care for this, not the slightest bit, alright? I don't understand why they, well, I understand why they give us this figure, so you have something to stand on it and act like a Ranger is interacting with the Zord. I mean, it's not the worst of the figures that they've given us with auxiliary Zords, but it's certainly still not great at all. You can use a lot of paint, and it's basically just a brick. There's no articulation in this thing whatsoever. You also now have the key here, which is a very nice addition, because now, instead of cards, which I really could care less for, we have the key collection, which we can all start collecting now. This is the best part about Gokaiger, in my personal opinion, was every key. So you flip it up, turn it, and you can use it in the app as well. And the second sound is the same for all the other ones, except for Super Megaforce. Spoiler alert. That's what you get for all of them. So that's basically it for that. Now, a couple of times I did get Super Megaforce Yellow and the Super Mega Trailer or Roller. No, Mystic Force. No, not gonna happen, and I'm not gonna sit here doing it all night. But yeah, it's a pretty nice key. You can see the M for Mystic Force right there. You can use this in the app. And here is Super Megaforce Red right next to it. Now there is key sets that come with green and red. Green, red, and yellow Mystic Force Rangers. You can pick those up in Target right now. I have seen them in Toys R Us and Walmart's. And the red is going to be a little bit different than this, but if I don't pick up the key sets, I'm fine with just this one. Alright, and now for all these parts over here. You basically have the dragon right here, which you have a wing, which these can flap like this, or you can lock them down and they won't go anywhere. You have a peg on the bottom, so that'll go on that side. Same here. Pop that one over, and now we have the wings. And now we have these giant claws, which there's a peg right under the foot, and you can tab that right in here. It's a very loose tab, by the way, or peg, whatever the hell you want to call it. Pop that in there, and then a little tab in the back. And now we have the Mystic Force Dragon, which even in Gokaiger wasn't accurate to the actual Mystic Force Dragon or Magi Ranger Dragon, but it does serve its purpose. And I actually do like the look of this. I really love the red and black here. My only complaint about this is that these are backwards. These are supposed to be back here. Do I really care? Does it really bother me? Not much. Just basically letting you guys know that. Now, the only articulation it really has is, like I said, the wings, if you want to count that. The arms can move up and down. The head can, well, it's spring-loaded, so it's not going to stay down. But the ears do move upwards and down if you want to position them differently while you're shelving this. Now, here's the whole gimmick in this mode. Flip the head there and tuck that in. It'll lock. I don't think you have to peg these in. I think it's just going to force them up anyways, but let's try this. Flip your key, and then right up here you're going to see there's a key slot, and when you press this, the wings will flap and he will pop his head out in his arms. And you can continue to do this and flap his wings for endless amounts of fun. Now you can also take Super Megaforce Green, and the directions tell you to actually put this here, and you can stand on the wing like that, if I can actually get him in frame. So yeah, nothing spectacular. Again, we could deal without this. The packaging is even unreal. Look how big the packaging is to this. And it was assembled in pieces. Let's open this up real quick. Let me show you. Alright, so you have the key here. Behind the key, you had the Green Ranger. And inside this square, you had the Mystic Dragon. This was all empty. You could have shortened it that much. I'm sorry, that much, and made it this big. Or not even give us a Ranger. Just giving us a box this size. But why would they want to do that? Because they're trying to make us spend more money on garbage pieces that we don't need in the first place. But that's besides the point. I don't want to get into a rant on that. But let us bring in the legendary Megazord. Alright, now for the combination, you're going to want to do pretty much opposite what you originally did. And just disassemble the whole thing. Take the wings off again. And the tail, I guess, if you want to call it that. And this right here. This you want to flip and tuck that in like so. And here's something I didn't mention in my legendary Megazord review. Let me see if I can find another key. Here's Super Megaforce Red that came with the Morpher. I believe this will not fit in here. I don't know why, but this will not fit in. Super Megaforce Blue that I got with the Super Mega Saber did not fit in. This one will fit in perfectly fine, not a problem. But it came with a Zord. Now, why that is, I have not the slightest clue. And the other thing that really throws me off is that these are the exact same key. I haven't been able to tell any differences. But the translucent one that came with it, he will fit in perfectly. Not a problem. But the one that came with the Morpher and Super Megaforce Blue, and even Mighty Morphin Red will not fit in the back of this. I don't know what the problem is there. But anyways, turn this, open that up. He will peg in there. Make sure this is actually turned back before you push it all the way in. And there you go. Whoop. Let's try this again, round 2. Now, if you're having trouble with that, make sure you push right here to make sure these two are connected. Because if they're not, this panel is just going to fly off when you do open it up. The next part is down here on the legs. Basically what you want to do, there is no left or right leg here. You could flip it all the way up like this if you choose to. And you could have them pegged on like this. Now, this is kind of how the Japanese toy had it, but the accurate part was flipping these down to really cover up the feet of the Megazord. Which is way better actually than the Japanese version. It didn't even come close to covering those. Then basically up top here, you're going to want to do similar things. Flip a peg down here and here. Actually, you know what? The directions tell you to do this. So we're going to show that off first. There's a peg on the side. You pegged it to the dragon here, but right here is where you want to actually peg it. So there's one on the side. Make sure you tab it locked in. Oh, and it can be a little tricky. And there's that. Now you want to open this up, flip your key, put it in there, and then turn. And it'll deploy like so. And you can adjust the ears and maybe put the arms down a little bit if you want. But that's basically the mode right here. What this is specifically called, I don't know. Because as per usual, there's nothing displayed on the box as a name and nothing in the directions, so we just have to wait for the show. My only guess is that it's going to be called the Mystic Force Legendary Megazord. It seems simple enough, but who knows, I could be wrong. Now my main thing here is where they tell you to put the wings, and I know why they do it. It's because when you want to combine them with the Wild Force Red Lion, they go right here, the back of his legs. Now, when you're doing Zord Builder, they want to give you the idea and the hint that you have the option to put the legs on here and have the wings on as well, because on the front of the Red Lion's legs, there's ports so you can plug these on. So they want you to be able to combine everything, and then SPD would go on the back here or on the sides as so. So you could have all 3 Zords on here to make an ultimate Megazord as per usual. I really just don't like this look. I don't like how it's coming out of the sides. Does it look alright? Is it still kind of accurate? Yes, but I prefer a much different way, and that would be to put these pegs down. Now, with any peg transformation in the front, it is said basically to open that up. It will stay there. But I personally just don't like that sticking out. So this will go here, but it will pop off a lot easier with any specific kind of nudge. Oh, Actually, it took a little more than I thought. Seems when I'm doing anything else, so that thing pops off, no problem. But you want to pop that on there. And to me, this is just really a much better look. Now, compared to the Japanese version, which I do not have, but you could find plenty of reviewers who have reviewed that, as well as photos on Google or whatever you use as your search engine. But I really think this looks better. Despite just being red and black and not having more red or the rainbow colors up here, like the red and all the green and yellow and pink and all the Ranger colors basically, I really do think this looks a heck of a lot better. And at least they included the gimmick still with one of the panels at least opening up, because when I originally heard about this release, I had a weird feeling that we were not going to be getting that gimmick at all. But at least they still implemented it with the keys. Man, I really do love that gimmick. Such a cool looking figure here. Really, it's more symmetrical than Go-Kai-O. It truly is. Every part about it. The arms aren't as bulky, even though they're still bricks. I mean, good job, Bandai of America. I really don't have any more complaints about this thing. And it's Zord Builder, so I mean, you can even use these wings as arms if you so wish to do on another, Megazord, because obviously it's not going to go here, even though you have the pegs up here. And there are pegs here that I've tried to get this to stand on, but it just ends up looking stupid and then falling off like so, so I will not do that. But other than that, guys, this has been the video review for the Mystic Force Dragon Zord with Green Ranger. I picked this up at my local Toys R Us. You can get it as well at Walmart or Target. They are out now, as well as the other auxiliary Zords, so go out and get on the hunt, guys, because these are really figures I would not pass up on. I truly like this more than the Japanese version, and that is something I never thought I'd say about a Bandai of America toy. So if you're watching this, it's at popculturenetwork.com, youtube.com/popculturenetwork. Don't forget to sub to those guys over there. But if you want to contact me directly, go to my channel, youtube.com/MrTFPrime. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Let me know down below what you guys think of the Mystic Force Dragon, as well as a legendary Megazord combination here, and I'll talk to you guys later.